Alright guys, so I just recently posted a video about the X Pro 1 and why it's so romantic and why I love it so much. Well, it got me intrigued to try out the X Pro 3. It's the same thing, but on steroids and with better simulations and everything. I am giving the X Pro 1 away when I hit 60K subs, so subscribe if you want to win it. I'm just going to go over my opinions on this. I am in love with this camera, but am I going to keep it or am I not going to keep it? Find out at the end of the video. Just fast forward. You don't have to watch the rest of it, I guess. First off, I want to start off with this screen. I noticed about 4 or 5 years ago, as I was meeting photographers, like newer photographers, they shoot like this, looking at this. All of us beforehand, we started with DSLRs and SLRs and film cameras. We're used to putting our eye up into here. I still kind of like to lecture kids or younger people now that they should use their viewfinder because it blacks out the rest of the world. When you're doing this, you're not able to like actually see what you're seeing. You're not seeing the frame, you're seeing everything in life. This screen being like this, I absolutely love it. Again, just this morning, I had it on my motorcycle and I have it strapped to my side like this so I can whip it out real quick at stoplights so there's something cool going on. Personally, I love the screen. If you don't like it because you're used to shooting like this, I would say learn how to use a viewfinder. That's what they're there for. So I used to have the X100V, got rid of it because I started shooting more film. I just wasn't using the X100V as much as I could have been in LA. Now that I moved to Austin, as you guys can see, there's so many colors, textures, just like there's just more eye candy out here in Austin. So I immediately was just like itching to just do street photography, which I don't usually do at all, or just shoot buildings and walls and stuff, which isn't like me. I'm usually all about fashion work. But now that I'm out here, like I want to maybe make a photo book maybe. Now I have the X100V again, just because again, I want to make a photo book. But with that, we all know that's a 35mm equivalent lens on there. So I wanted more lens options, hence this camera. When I hold this camera, it inspires me and like gives me the energy to want to go out and shoot again. I talked about this in my X Pro 1 video. So this is basically the X Pro 1, but on steroids. This is a camera truly meant for the passionate photographer. It makes you feel, once again, like you're shooting film. It just makes you want to put it up to your eye and capture stuff. As we're walking around trying to film this, my ADD kicks in and I see stuff like this wall. Usually if I just have my iPhone on me or something, I'm gonna look at this wall and I'm probably not gonna look at this wall. But since I have this camera, this wall just looks photogenic to me, which again, I'm usually a fashion photographer. I'm not used to like wanting to shoot this shit. Guys, I'm about to do another video on the X100V because again, I did get it again and I am using it obsessively. One thing I actually use it on here a lot is the digital tele converter. It's not the same as switching a lens. We see this shot right here. I want to shoot this red Mercedes back there through this fence. A wider lens is not gonna be able to like really blur out this fence enough for me to get my shot. I mean, I could put it through here. I'll get one right now. It's too far for sure. Now you gotta bother taking the photo. So again, if I was stuck with my X100V, I'd just use the digital tele converter or I don't know, do something. I'm like, this car's fucking sick too. Guys, that's what I'm saying. In Austin, there's just like limitless photos out here. I'd be pretty screwed right now. I wouldn't be able to get the exact shot I want. But since I could switch my lenses up, oh yeah, that is sick. I'm using the 56 1.2 and it's giving me too much bokeh. So I'm going to close it down. Guys, you don't have to shoot wide open every day of your life on every photo. Be brave. Close down the aperture. That's sick. All right, I'm gonna have a field day with this right here. These are all gonna be garbage photos, but I'm having so much fun, guys. Okay, I'll stop. So I actually have the XU4. As you can see, looks pretty dope. Shout out to AlphaGuard sending me out the skin. I'm at this crossroads where I now have 3 Fuji cameras and it's all the same sensor. It's crossover. The viewfinder on this is just, I was using it mainly to like do behind the scenes and like vlog and shit. I haven't been using it for that. So you can put the lenses on this. The quality does look exactly the same. This thing's smaller. It's basically the size of the X100V. The X100V actually has more of a grip on it than this does. But the viewfinder on this thing is just, it is tiny. If you're outdoors at all, you're gonna be squinting as hard as possible. It's night and day between this. This is really gonna fill your eye up with a view. With your shot that you're trying to get. So, but yeah, I don't know. I've had mixed feelings on the XE4. If you guys want me to do a video on this, let me know. I will. I've had this thing for a couple of years now, I think. Maybe a year. I don't know. But I mean, this thing is just chef's kiss to this camera here. All right, let's get a beer. Also, guys, apologies. You guys know I usually shoot fashion stuff and I'm usually like on a photo shoot. I'm just shooting with this right now. None of these shots could be great. So again, I apologize. It's nothing bad. If you think all the photos in this video is garbage, probably is. So feel free to go check out my Instagram if you want to see if I'm worth listening to at all. Don't be submitting yourself. I mean, none of the photos from this video have been great. But so. Did you have fun? I had a shit ton of, look, that's a good point, Austin. So again, I wasn't taking my best images, but Austin was just saying, don't be so hard on yourself. Did you not have fun? I was like, actually, yeah, like I just got lost over there. Austin was about to faint from just standing in the sun, and I'm just totally in this, just enjoying life, practicing my creativity and just being a photographer. Like that's what's important about this camera. Yes, it is expensive just for that. That's why I wouldn't use it just for that. All right, so Austin and I just got a beer to cool down, and he had a good point. Well, actually, Austin, show yourself. I'll, here, hang on. All right, guys, this is Austin. You ain't gotta make a face, bro. What was your point again? Like, it sounds like the X100V is a better camera for you. It's the camera for you, basically. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And I really do love this camera. It does inspire me to go and shoot, but every time I pick this up, this just fits my needs a lot more. This is the X100V, by the way. These cameras basically almost like the same. This is just the big bro of it, and you could change the lenses, but this, for what I got this camera for, does the job. I still love this camera. Like, I still want to keep it, but you know, I'm not making money, y'all. I know y'all think I'm like Big Daddy over here just collecting the money. I'm trying to be a little more fiscally responsible. I don't think that's the word. A shot for it and a miss. I will come back to this camera at some point, but for now, this is what I need. What got me to this was the X Pro 1. I'm giving that guy away. I said it multiple times in here. Once I get to 60,000 subscribers, I'm giving that camera away, so subscribe if you want to win it. It's a great camera. There's church bells going, so I'm gonna close this out. Peace. One thing Fuji needs to do is give us more internal crop options. Watch that curve. Like I want 4x5, 4x3, so I feel like I'm shooting medium format or something.